Hi guys, Al. It is your All Access Report. We're doing this video quite late, and as you know, I keep really good records. We have a lot of clients that keep good records. And just let me tell you about the last 3 weeks. 42 units 3 weeks ago, 39 units 2 weeks ago, 19 units last week, and this week you lost 18 units. So that basically means in the last 14 days, you're up a unit. You won 19 units last week, and then this week, ending Sunday, you lost 18 units. Now, I know you are a very competitive individual, and you said to me, I hate to lose off camera.
That's no. That's it's not being competitive. It's just more that I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients who rely on me. It's you're responsible for a lot of people. I mean, I hate to lose, but it's not born out of a competitive thing.
Got
It's
it.
more just it sucks having to pay the bookie.
Right, exactly. But on the flip side, when I always say in my personal private, my Dime Club videos that I do, I always say zoom out versus zoom in. I also say if you've been doing this like us for multiple decades, hard to believe we've been doing this almost 4 and 5 decades, you almost 5, me almost 4 respectively, is every day that I walk into the office or every day that you get an email or a phone call is someone's either, let's say, last day of their subscription or first day of their subscription. And I like to say, if you zoom out, you smooth it like in the bell curve, like if you go out long enough. So if somebody joined last Monday, they lost 18 units this week. Okay, they lost. But that's their reality because they lost 18 units. But if somebody joined the Monday before, they're up a unit in the last 14 days. So
And if they
obviously,
joined and if they joined a year ago, they're up hundreds of you. I mean, so it's
exactly.
but you have to always think about it's important to always think about the guy who just joined last Monday. Not
Right.
the guys who are up the hundreds of units, but the guy who's down 18 units because that is their reality.
Right. And that's why I always, part of my education before somebody joins the All Access is to tell them, look, there's no guarantees. Anybody can lose. Anybody can win. I can show you the past performance, i.e., it's no indication of future results, but I have enough confidence in these plays. So my point was, hey, we had a losing week. Our All Access members are watching this. We lost 18 units the week before we won 18 units. As they say, shit happens. You move on. Now we get into, what'd you say? There's about 6 regular season days left of the NBA, and then we get into the NBA playoffs.
Yeah. They don't play any games on Saturday, so we've got 6 betting days left for the NBA, and then the playoffs or the play-in rounds. That's not even the playoffs. The play-in round happens, and then the playoffs.
And
So.
also, a couple people have asked me because you do have a very nice, albeit very low volume record in hockey. Do you increase your hockey this time of the year when you lose college basketball?
I'm going to have a hell of a play, maybe 2 hell of a plays in hockey on Monday and Tuesday. So,
That means you're watching this video right now on Monday. You're going to have a hell of a play when you're watching this video.
yeah. There's 2 great plays coming up in hockey. No, I let the hockey come to me. I don't. There's no design to now increase hockey or now. I mean, I've wanted to have hockey plays each of the last. I mean, every day I wake up thinking I hope I have a hockey play today. It's not out of any design that we do or don't have a play. They just kind of happen. So
Right. We're not going to give away that you're a situational handicapper. So
correct.
basically,
Yeah.
you're looking for the situation.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't force anything, and but I did look ahead, and we've got a great play on Monday and a great play on Tuesday, and and then we might not have any plays for 7 days. Who the hell knows?
And I'm looking at pickdogs.com right now, and you are 30-17 in hockey.
Yeah. No, it's been a really good hockey year. I just wish we've had more plays. That's all.
Right, and the flip side of that is for all you guys that you got to respect the process because again, this is an industry where you could just have plays every day of the week. I remember in the old days, and then we'll get to the complimentary selection. And I got guys, if you're watching this video, it is Championship Monday. You can still take advantage of this trial offer that we've been running the entire time. But as you know, you subscribed to my partner, may rest in peace, Duke, before you even knew that I was involved. So that's how far we go back. But he passed one Monday. This is like 1997.
In football, NFL.
Right. And the
Yeah,
gamblers like lost their minds. I was
right.
fielding calls for 3 hours. What do you mean he doesn't have a game? It's Monday Night Football. It's like, and Duke was like, look, I got nothing.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
You know, they want it, they want it, they want it. We call them island games: the Sunday night game, the Monday night game, the Thursday night game.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with handicappers who put out all the games on every Monday, every Thursday, every Sunday, because as you said, the customer base wants it.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just of a different mindset. I put out only what I like. So
I know that you didn't have any hockey plays today, but I was going to ask you. I happened to be out. My twin brother flew up, and we went to a cigar shop, and the Washington Capitals game was on, and Ovechkin got his broke the record, but they lost the game. And I'm like sitting there as a guy in the gambling business. I'm thinking like, all right, the individual accolades are great, but it would have been better if they had actually won the game.
Sure, but you don't get to choose.
Exactly. So it's just something. By the way, we didn't talk about it. This is a great time to talk about it. We were texting back and forth last night. Costi was ill. He had in this like multi-bracket deal where whoever has the best bracket in the end, he basically had like a ego $7,000 prize coming on this fantasy bracket thing. All Duke had to do is win on the money line. I did not watch the end of the game. Did you happen to watch it? What did you think of the collapse?
Oh, I mean, I watch it. I mean, I thought Kelvin Sampson, his decision with 1:13 left, they're down 67-61, and he decides to not foul. And even the announcing crew on CBS was a little bit surprised. They're like, well, why aren't they fouling? They're going to let it run out or let the play clock run and burn 30 seconds. I thought that was the best decision anyone could have made. I thought it was brilliant. If they would have fouled there at 1:10, maybe 3 seconds into the 30-second shot clock, if they would have committed a foul, Duke's going to make both free throws. And it's now going to be a 3-possession game. You're not coming back from that. So the fact that they gambled, rolled the die, and let they ended up, Duke missed. They made their shot with 32 seconds, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-point game. Then at that point, the hard work begins. You have to steal the inbounds pass. Then they make the dunk and all that stuff. But it all flowed from Kelvin Sampson's very smart decision to not foul with 1:13 left. And so, do you want to say, did Houston earn it? Did Duke collapse? I mean, I think Houston earned it. I mean, they did. They made all the right decisions. They played within themselves. They played aggressive defense. They forced Duke to, commit turnovers. There was that one inbounds play, Sion James, when the score was 67-64. And for a brief moment, Con Knuppel breaks open on the left-hand side. But Sion James his eyes are focused at the moment on Cooper Flagg. And so he would have had an easy inbounds pass to Knuppel. He doesn't see it. Instead, he ends up forcing it. It gets deflected, and everything goes from there. So, from a personal standpoint, I don't really care. I mean, it's just, I had my 10-1 futures bet from September on Duke. I lost money because of it, whatever. It's just money. But as a fan of the game and watching these things for the last, 45, 50 years, I loved it. I loved watching the comeback. We don't see many comebacks like that. I loved watching Kelvin Sampson win because I think he's the best coach in college basketball. I wish he would coach the San Antonio Spurs if Popovich ever retires. And yeah, it was just one of those miracle comebacks. They were they were dead and buried. So I don't look at it as Duke collapsing. I look at it as, that's what Houston does. If you watch the game earlier this year against Kansas, and if you recall, we had Kansas in that game,
right,
where Houston won, and I think it was a double overtime or some crazy thing. But they made that one great comeback, and beat Kansas. I mean, it's not like this team hasn't done it before. So, yeah, kudos to Houston.
There you go. Well, with that being said, there's a championship game tonight. Don't know if we'll have anything or won't have anything on it because we're doing this video overnight, but you can still take advantage of that 7-day trial offer for the All Access. And then before we blink, we'll be into the NBA playoffs. And so what do you got today as a complimentary selection?
Well, we do have, for Monday, we're going to have one NBA, one hockey. We're going to have the totals play in the college basketball game. We did win the totals play Sunday in the Nebraska, Central Florida game in the Crown tournament, but then we, took it on the chin in the NBA. For the free play here, after pulling an upset in the semifinals, and now you're an underdog in the championship game, that's not a great situation. Those teams have only covered 37% of the time in title games. So I'm going to go against Houston. I'm going to take Florida here as the free play -1. It's nothing strong, but yeah, let's go with Florida -1.
Florida -1, the championship game. They're so happy to get a complimentary selection on this matchup. Text me to get access to the All Access. And as always, guys, good day and good luck.